Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to the ground with the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Running back searching for a hole. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game at 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grab behind the line. It's Avery. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Strickland. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Avery. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Toss sweep to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That completion delivers a 1st down. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught close to the marker, it's Bentley. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on 1st down. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Lining up to convert 3rd down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Yeah, home from the same thing. And you got to stop the defense.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd.
Oh, I already know they're going to be out of them two right there.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play the...
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Avery. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
From the gun on third down. Forced out of the pocket. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Avery. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost through the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the fastest rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Go AGGIES.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. Fires into traffic, picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and back up.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Parks. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be.
And he hammers his way in for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The back goes in motion. He'll start this drive firing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick completion on the out. He's up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for a block. It's Avery. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll pull it down. Ball is loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, shipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Avery. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll throw it on first down. Floating away. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. It's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop it.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. And you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks.
Going for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Movement here from the tight end. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Bringing it back, it's Avery. He gets a block.
I got another. I got another.
And there he goes.
I got another.
They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Purdue. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williamson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Using the quick game. Nice move there. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. They're trying to get to it. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here.
Oh, the ball is back. Oh.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Takes a handoff. It's Avery. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Think about it, when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when we're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. At the 35, he's loose. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll bring it back from inside his 5, and they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Got his man on the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now this offense is back on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much later on and take shots. But right now, the defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They just need inches to convert this third down from the 20, but this might be four-down territory anyway. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Trying to punch it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College